Hey there, everyone, again at YouTube. I'm here today and I'm finally going to do something that I've been meaning to do for the longest time. In case you guys don't know, the new season of Daredevil just aired, and I'm finally going to talk about the second season of Daredevil. I'll get to the first one probably sometime eventually, but right now I really want to talk about the season 2 of Daredevil because it was awesome. So I really just wanted to talk about it and review the season in general. So without further ado, let's get into the review. So the first thing I really want to talk about with Daredevil is, holy crap, Jon Bernthal as Frank Castle, aka the Punisher, was amazing. Sorry, let me backtrack a little bit. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. So basically, in case you have not seen the first season of Daredevil, I'm gonna put up spoiler alert for the first and second season. I'm gonna try not to spoil too many things out of the second season, but I wanted to explain why I really liked some of the few scenes of season 2, and it kind of spoils season 1 as well, just because it is season 2. Anyway, so just so you know, you've been warned, and now I'll start talking. So basically, the second season of Daredevil revolves around Matt Murdock, who, as you know, is Daredevil, and he has taken down Wilson Fisk. He's taken down the Kingpin, and now his city is basically all right. But he doesn't know that all around New York and Hell's Kitchen and everything, gangs that were previously like down below because of Wilson Fisk have started to rise up again. So that's what some of these gangs have been doing, and for some reason, and Daredevil goes to set out not only to not really stop the gangs, but he start big killings and stuff, and ambushes of these gangs have been going around, and people think it's like a group of other gang of some sort that has been taking them out, but it turns out it is only one man, and that one man is Frank freaking Castle. Oh boy. I just want to say also one thing, that the reveal of Frank Castle in the first episode was handled so well. I just was like on the edge of my seat when Daredevil went into the cartel's place or whatever, and he grabbed the guy off the meat hook, and he's like, I don't remember exactly what he says, but he says something with they in it, like, what did they do to you or something, and he's like, not they, him, it's one man. I'm like, oh, and then it reveals Frank Castle in the hospital going after this guy that he failed to kill in this one shooting that he did, and I'm just like, this is gonna be an awesome season. But yeah, like I said, Jon Bernthal as the Punisher, he is now the Punisher to me. No, none of the other Punishers exist. He is the definitive one. I mean, his reveal was so fantastic, and then just the first 4 episodes with him as the villain, basically, were enthralling. They were the most tension-filled, suspenseful episodes of TV that I've ever seen in my entire life. They were just so great. And I also really loved, there was like some really cool scenes in the show. I'll get to that in a second, but I want to say, I can't remember the guy's name now. Charlie Cox, I think, is the guy's name. He plays Matt Murdock. He is, again, really good as Daredevil. He really shows that he has the talent to do so. And when he's like in his attorney uniform and he's talking to people and whatnot, and as an attorney, as a lawyer, like, you believe him. You believe, like, this guy is really good. Also, I can't remember the guy's name, but the guy who plays Foggy, Matt's friend in the show, he did a really good job in this season. I don't know what it was about last season. Maybe the writing, or it was just him as an actor in general. He just didn't do it for me. But I thought he got a great character arc in this season, and it really showed through his character. And so that was really good. Elektra was amazing as well. I almost feel as though the plot was kind of thrown around almost because they decided to focus on two new characters into the show with Elektra and the Punisher, because after like the first few episodes with the Punisher, he takes a back seat to Elektra, and then she gets a few episodes, then she takes a back seat, and then it kind of starts to get mixed in. The plots start to get mixed in with each other, and it almost felt incoherent at times because of that, but honestly didn't really bother me. But one thing that was completely awful was the character of Karen Page. I don't know what it is, but for some reason I just can't get into her character. She just doesn't appeal to me whatsoever. She doesn't feel like she is like important in any way. So it ends up she feels like just a really bland character in my opinion. Of course, that does not mean the entire season of Daredevil season 2 was bad. Don't get me wrong. I really love the action of this show. I don't know who does the choreography, the fight choreography. He did an awesome job at directing that. There's, of course, another kind of one shot, but it's not really one long shot in this fight through like the stairwell and everything with this biker gang, and it's amazing. First off, even if it's not one whole long shot, who cares? It's an amazing fight where Daredevil's like whipping this chain around and throwing people left and right, knocking weapons out of their hands. It's so cool. And then there's this other really awesome fight in episode 4 with like all these different people, these Irish people, and it just was amazing as well. And then of course there's numerous other fights in the show that were very exhilarating, very action packed, and very movie quality. Like the quality of the fights is great considering that this is a TV show. I mean, whoa. And story wise, I think the story of Daredevil in this season, it almost took a little bit of a backseat. Like it didn't really make sense. Like why this was happening now. At the end of the season, there's this thing involving this mythical object and this old clan of ninjas and everything, a secret society of ninjas that want to take over the world and found the secret to immortality, and it just feels out of place. I don't know if it was almost like they were trying to set up the Defenders, which I know is coming out sometime soon. I can't remember when, maybe next year. They might be trying to set that up, but I almost just wonder. I mean, I haven't read I don't read comic books a lot at all. So if I don't know what kind of what's the word? What kind of connection that this group has to Daredevil, but it almost just felt too out of place. Like it didn't need to be in the season. Like the season could have been a few episodes shorter because of this secret clan society, whatever. But I gotta say, the scenes with Frank Castle I thought were amazing. John Bernthal gave a great performance as him. He owned every scene that he was in. Elektra was good, but I almost felt as though it was a bit standoffish as her love interest angle that they were trying to pull with her in the show. I know, if I'm not mistaken, she is actually a love interest of Matt Murdock, but I could be wrong. Again, I don't read comics. But yeah, I mean, at times it did feel a little bit like, oh my gosh, come on, this is so melodramatic. Really? But overall, Daredevil Season 2 was really good. All in all, Daredevil Season 2 was amazing. While I did have a few problems with it, such as Karen Page's side story, and the story getting kind of rushed and kind of being in a mess at the end, it was overall a great season with great characters, including freaking Frank Castle. Oh my gosh. John Bernthal did an amazing job, especially the ending monologue that he had in the end of episode 4. he did a fantastic job in that scene. That really made me feel for his character. Not that the other times that he had talked or explained his situation didn't either, but that scene was just emotionally driven so well, and it just got me. I was almost in tears. It was great, and the action's amazing. Charlie Cox as Matt Murdock was good as well. Again, Foggy, the guy who plays Foggy, did a great job, and his character arc was really well developed. And I gotta say, guys, that Daredevil season 2 gets a 9 out of 10. Guys, I want to thank you again so much for watching. I really wanted to do a review on this season just because of how excellent it was. I went back and started watching it again right after I got done. It was really good. I'm going to be getting my review for Uncharted Drake's Fortune up very soon. I got the script and everything written for it, and I want to do my review for the new Batman versus Superman movie as soon as possible, but I'll just see when I get them done, really. I'll probably try to get Uncharted recorded tomorrow. Not sure if I'll upload it, though. Because recording, especially recording a game review on something that I'm going to be talking spoilers about, sometimes takes a long time. You'd know that if you'd watch any of my Metal Gear Solid reviews. But yeah, again, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. If you like Daredevil Season 2, comment below what you thought about it. I'd like to see your opinions. And if you watched Daredevil Season 1, then I would like to know your thoughts on that as well. I'm not sure if it was as good as... I'm not sure if Season 2 was as good as Season 1 or not, but maybe I'd have to go rewatch Season 1. I'm not sure. But, yeah, I want to thank you again so much for watching. And, guys, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to do my Uncharted Drake's Fortune review.